The Gauteng Provincial Government's Portfolio Committee on Infrastructure Development and Property Management is visiting Mayibuye Primary School in Thembisa. 6 years since its completion, the 82 million rand school stands idle because of safety and health concerns. So let's understand exactly what the issues are, and our reporter Zola Sholwana is standing by for us. Zola, good morning to you. So 6 years since its completion, and should we use completion advisedly, because behind you does seem to be some construction work still continuing. What exactly is the matter with the school?
Well, Golly, using the word complete could actually really not apply in this particular case, because the school is not complete. But we are told that they are possibly looking at, making it ready for next year's 2024 learners intake. That's what we are hearing from the Portfolio Committee on the ground, who are here to inspect the school. You'd understand that the school was meant to be occupied from 2017, and obviously it failed to get a certificate of occupancy. Hence, it's still empty, and learners are still using temporary structures in the other school, waiting for the school to be complete. Now, the department is, left in a position, they either complete the 82 million rand school or actually find themselves demolishing the school, which is obviously not the case right now. As you can see, that contractors are on the ground and really trying to make sure that they are doing what they call finishing touches to complete this project so that it can be ready for the 2024 intake. And I'm actually joined by Bones Modise, who's actually the chairperson of the committee. Sir, you are in the school and obviously conducting inspection. Not so long ago, the school was not deemed to be safe for occupation. What is the situation looking like now?
Well, as you can see, I'm sure you've been here for the better part of the day. You have seen the temporary structures that the kids are studying from, and you have seen what is happening here. We're trying our level best as a portfolio committee to push the contractor on site to see to it that at least January 2024, those kids can be moved from the temporary structures to come and occupy the school here. The school is beautiful. If the previous contractor did what we were supposed to have done, we should have been on site a very long time ago. So we're really trying to push so much that at least by 2024, the kids are here.
What has caused the delay besides the issue of the contractor? There were also allegations that this school was built on a wetland. Could that be one of the reasons why the school is not occupied?
The city in our meeting was, when we came here and found that the kids are unable to occupy the school, we called a joint meeting with the City of Johannesburg, Education Department, Infrastructure Department. And what we picked up is that the story on the wetland is not true. What was happening is that there was a leakage of a sewer, which is outside the school premises, but they needed to redirect it so that it does not pass through the school, and that's why the city was not able to give them certificate of occupancy. That was the information that we got at the time.
So now that you have redirected the sewer system, are we looking at the school receiving occupancy certificates so that the learners can continue or with their learning next year?
That's what we want to do. Unfortunately, our legislature schedule is quite tight, but we want to see if we can try and squeeze 1 or 2 meetings with the city, education department, including infrastructure, so that we can see how far is the city willing to assist them in getting the certificate of occupancy. Because without that, all this work that we're doing is also a waste of time.
We have seen conditions of learners who are supposed to be in this school, and they're conditions that children are not supposed to be subjected to, those temporary structures. Is that, what is motivating you as a committee to ensure that this project is done by January 2024?
Part of the reason is that, yes, the conditions are not conducive for the learning and teaching. But more than anything else is that taxpayers' money has been used to build the school. And therefore, taxpayers' money must get the value of the amount that has been spent to build the school. So if we don't do that, then there's no point of us having a legislation or legislator committees that go and do these oversights and all of that. So our responsibility is to fight for the taxpayers, to see to it that their money that they spend on contractors, the contractors do what they're supposed to be doing.
We are also told that there will be a meeting where people will be held accountable, or they have to account for their actions. Who's going to be questioned when it comes to such? You're looking at the contractor that's currently in charge and the person that deemed this land okay for building to continue.
Well, we wanted to have a discussion with the previous contractor. What he decided to do, or what she decided to do, because I don't even know who's the contractor, was to take some of us to court. As I speak to you now, I've been issued with a letter of demand that I must issue an apology. If I don't, then there's a defamation that I'm going to be sued for about $500,000 and all of that. And we are doing this thing for the people of Gauteng. And when we try to do our work, we are then intimidated by the law processes. And we said, bring it on. We've got nothing to hide. Everyone can see we are here. The school is not finished. The money has been used. All of the money that was budgeted for the school is finished. So if they want to take us to court, let them do so. But we'll not stop. We'll not tire. We'll not stop fighting for the taxpayers' money. And of course, later today in our meeting, we'll be questioning the department. We want to understand exactly who are these contractors that continue to get contract from the government and they don't finish project. What is so special about them? And that's the reason my stake is that, you know, for the longest time, government is blamed for projects like this one. But no one really blames officials in government. No one really blames, contractors. The people that get to be blamed are politicians. MEC gets to be blamed for this thing. But the MEC does not appoint a contractor. The MEC does not even get involved when the contractor is appointed. But when the project is like this, who do we blame? We blame the MEC. So these are the things that we want to find out today. We even asked them that they must bring a list of contractors and show us that this contractor has so many projects with the department. Out of this many projects, X amount of projects have been completed. Those are the things that we want to find out.
Thank you very much for your time. So now, Xoli, before we actually hand over to you, I just we'll just stand outside so that you can see how far the classes are in terms of completion. You know, it's really not that close to being completed, but we are told that, you know, their deadline is January 2024, and they are looking at, you know, accepting the next intake, which is 2024. Earlier on, we went to the school where the learners are temporarily kept, and really the conditions are not that great. And the community is looking forward to this school being officially open so that their children get to, you know, experience what other children in the province of Gauteng are experiencing as far as learning experience is concerned. Back to you in studio.
Zola, Sholwana live for us there in Thembisa. Thank you very much for that update.